Hello everybody and welcome to the Danimal Weekly 26, number 26. I am Dan Andrews, also known as the Danimal from thedanimalhouse.com. Today I was having a conversation with a few friends about Justin Bieber. He just released his new album. And throughout this conversation they started spitting all sorts of hatred about Justin Bieber. Saying this, that, he can't sing, he can't dance, he's not very talented. People just have prostituted his youth and his appearance in order to make a lot of money off of him, and that he's not really anything of what the image that media has created for him, and blah blah, all sorts of hatred about Justin Bieber. I'm in my backyard, by the way, for the interesting shot. I'm smoking a cigar. I was back here, figured to do the Danimal Weekly for this week. And so Justin Bieber seems a very polarizing individual. People either love him or hate him. Usually teen girls love him. Most other people don't really care or dislike him. And I'm a little bit of a fan of Justin Bieber, not so much because of his music or his dance moves or his awesome hair, but because of the level of success he's achieved. This kid who's 18 years old now, who's been famous for a number of years, who, even if all the critics are right that he's not very talented and he can't sing very well and all of that, has still achieved an impressive level of success. He's made a tremendous amount of money. He is recognized all over the world, and yet people still hate him for it. And it's interesting because most people that hate him are just on the internet talking shit about him while he's out having amazing concerts and pulling off some sick dance moves and can probably get any girl in the world that he wants around his age or under his age, which would be a problem. But the point is that when people see someone with such a high level of success, there's a level of jealousy and there's a desire to want to belittle that individual because of the lack of achievement that person has attained. So it's almost as if they're projecting some of their insecurity and their desires onto that person. It's not like Justin Bieber's not a bad person. It's not like they hate him as a person. It's just they think he doesn't deserve it, which is ironic because he's already attained what he's gotten. People obviously find value in the music and what he presents to people. But, so coming back to my original idea is just all this hatred people like to spew about successful people, and yet the only people that will do that are the ones that aren't going to have it for themselves. You don't see really successful individuals like Randy Gage or Bill Gates or Steve Jobs when he was alive. You don't see them talking shit about other successful people, really. Well, you might see some between Bill Gates and Steve Jobs because of that rivalry there, but for the most part, really successful and positive and encouraging people don't talk shit about other people. I posted a status on Facebook today. It was a quote from Wiz Khalifa's song "If I Were a Lame." He says if I were a lame, I might be able to understand how it feels to hate myself that I have to hate another man. Something to that extent. I probably butchered the quote, but that's just again playing off that idea that anybody who just sits around talking shit about other people really probably does have a degree of insecurity and hatred for themselves because they're not achieving anything. They're just sitting on the internet talking shit or not doing anything with their lives, just having this very lackluster existence, and yet they see someone just fucking dancing away and singing their hearts out, making tremendous amounts of money and being desired by millions of people in the world, and they have the gall to call that person out and try to talk shit about their singing talents or their whatever, their age or their news interviews or whatever they happen to be doing. So, don't be a hater. Nobody likes haters, and they're fucking annoying, and I've got a few people in my life that I need to distance myself from a little bit. They're just toxic people. They never say anything positive or encouraging. They're always doubting me and themselves and constantly just fucking hating on shit. I'll just sit with them and for hours they'll just hate and hate and hate and just make fun of people and fucking talk shit, and they don't have anything nice to say, and they're not doing anything with their own lives. So I realize that, and there will come a time where I'll have to end those relationships, but time's not quite yet. We're getting there. Probably once the book comes out, I'm get a lot busier. But so that's this week's Danimal Weekly. Don't be a hater and try to distance yourself from people that are. Don't hate other people for their success. You should look at Justin Bieber and say, wow, this kid who's not particularly talented and who really just has his youth and appearance going for him, although he can dance like a motherfucker. But if you are one of those people that dislikes him and thinks he's untalented, then that should just be encouraging. Wow, this person who doesn't have that much talent has achieved such a high level of success. It's just all that more reason why you could attain the exact same thing. So thanks guys for tuning in. Check in next week. Peace out.